Latest news. Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin's management company has just revealed something so shocking, so unprecedented, that fans across the globe are left in disbelief. What could possibly be so dramatic that it shakes the image of this beloved couple, known as Korea's golden pair? Is it a revelation that will change everything we thought we knew about them? Or a hidden truth finally coming to light? The air is heavy with suspense, and the mystery grows by the second. Let's dive in and uncover the full story together. Only with red carpet revealed. The entertainment world thrives on surprises. But no one could have imagined what unfolded this week. Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin, the golden couple of Korean cinema, have long been the standard of perfection, beloved for their dazzling performances, admired for their fairy tale romance, envied for their seemingly flawless life together. They are, to countless fans across Asia and beyond, the embodiment of what it means to live both a dream on screen and a dream off it. Even perfection can tremble, and today, the impossible happened. Their management company revealed something so shocking, so unprecedented, that the entire industry was left in silence before erupting into chaos. It began with a cryptic press release early in the morning, a statement that spread across social media like wildfire. An urgent announcement regarding Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin will be made today at 2 p.m., it read. Those words alone were enough to send fans spiraling into speculation. Was it a new project? A retirement? A scandal? A family matter? The uncertainty was unbearable, and by midday, the press conference room at the agency's headquarters was swarming with reporters, photographers, and fans who had rushed to witness history in the making. The air was heavy, not with the usual excitement of entertainment news, but with dread, curiosity, and a strange sense of anticipation. For years, Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin have been the industry's pride. Their romance blossomed after their unforgettable drama Crash Landing on You, which captivated not only Korean audiences but millions worldwide. Their on-screen chemistry had been too real to ignore, and when their relationship was confirmed in real life, it was as if the line between fiction and reality dissolved. The wedding in 2022 was hailed as the wedding of the century, a celebration that felt like the pinnacle of a love story fans had cherished from the start. Since then, they have lived relatively quietly, occasionally sharing glimpses of their happiness but never exploiting their romance for headlines. They were private yet adored, glamorous yet relatable. That is why today's announcement carried such a chilling weight. This was not a couple known for sensationalism or scandal. They had built their reputations on class, professionalism, and dignity. So when the company's spokesperson walked onto the stage, clutching a trembling sheet of paper, the entire hall fell into silence so deep it could almost be heard. Cameras clicked. Journalists leaned forward. The world collectively held its breath. The spokesperson cleared his throat. His words were deliberate, heavy, as though chosen with surgical precision. This has never happened in the history of our agency, he said, his voice cracking slightly under the weight of the moment. And it concerns Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin. That single sentence was enough to unleash a storm online. Live streams of the event broke viewership records as millions tuned in, desperate for details. Inside the hall, tension rose like a tide. The spokesperson paused, perhaps aware of the enormity of what was about to be said. Journalists whispered among themselves, some shaking their heads in disbelief, others furiously typing headlines in anticipation. The entire industry seemed suspended in this single moment, waiting for the bombshell to drop. The announcement itself was not fully revealed in that instant. Instead, the spokesperson spoke of a situation unprecedented in the careers of both actors, a revelation that would change the way we view not only personal lives but the very standards of the entertainment industry. His voice was steady, yet his eyes betrayed unease. Words were tantalizingly vague, leaving everyone on edge. Fans crowded the streets, their phones raised high, live streaming the building where history was unfolding. Some cried, others prayed, shouted questions that no one could answer. On Twitter, hashtags surged within minutes. Hyun Bin Son Ye-jin agency announcement, unprecedented revelation. Clips of the spokesperson's tense expression circulated globally, sparking theories faster than the words themselves could spread. Was it a secret project? A shocking career change? Or something darker, more personal, that no one had dared to imagine? The world demanded answers, but the agency seemed intent on drawing the moment out, fueling the tension to its breaking point. As the camera zoomed in on the trembling hands of the spokesperson, the hall seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the words that could either devastate or astonish. Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin were nowhere to be seen. Absence only added to the drama. Normally, stars of their caliber would stand alongside their agency in moments of announcement. Their decision to remain unseen spoke volumes. Perhaps only added fuel to the fire. Reporters speculated endlessly. Were they hiding? Were they preparing to face the world later? Or were they too shaken by what was about to be revealed? Octicked, the cameras rolled. And the spokesperson continued, weaving around the central truth but never landing on it. He spoke of responsibility. Of unforeseen circumstances. Something that has never before occurred in the history of Korean entertainment. Each phrase only deepened the suspense, pushing the audience further into a frenzy of speculation. By the time the spokesperson concluded part one of his statement, the room was trembling with tension. He promised that the full truth would be revealed shortly, once legal teams and representatives had finalized the details. His words ended with, "We ask for your understanding. It will be revealed today. And when it is, you will know why we say this has never happened before." That, the spokesperson stepped down, leaving the world in a state of suspended disbelief. Reporters shouted questions. Flashes erupted like on fire. And social media exploded. No answers came. Only silence. Only waiting. A storm of uncertainty that threatened to tear the industry apart. And so part one ended, not with clarity. With a promise of a revelation so shocking, so unprecedented, that it would redefine everything fans thought they knew about Hyun Bin, Son Ye-jin, and the industry they ruled. Part 1 was suspense. Part 2 was the storm itself. Hours later, when the spokesperson returned to the stage, the world was already trembling under the weight of anticipation. Live stream numbers had doubled, with millions watching from Asia, Europe, the Americas, desperate for answers. Entire television stations cleared their schedules to broadcast the event live. It was no longer just a press conference, it was history in the making. The spokesperson's face was pale, hands clutching the statement like a lifeline. The hall was so silent that even the hum of cameras felt deafening. And then, with a single breath, he revealed the truth. The announcement was indeed unprecedented. The agency revealed that Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin had faced an extraordinary circumstance. Something that challenged not only their careers but also their private lives. The details spilled slowly. Drops of water on stone. This was not about scandal or betrayal. Not about hidden affairs or secret conflicts. It was about a decision, one that no one had ever made in the history of Korean entertainment. Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin had reportedly informed their management that they intended to step away from the entertainment industry indefinitely to pursue a life far removed from the spotlight. Not a hiatus. Not a temporary break. A withdrawal with no timeline for return. Their reason was simple yet profound. They wanted to protect their family, their child, and their privacy. To live as human beings rather than as public figures. Revelation hit like an earthquake. Reporters gasped, fans online wept. Even fellow actors expressed shock. This was not the narrative anyone had expected. In a world where stars fought to remain relevant, here were the brightest of them all choosing to walk away at the height of their fame. The spokesperson's voice cracked as he confirmed, "This decision is their own. It has never happened before in our industry at this scale. Though we respect and support them, we know this will leave an indelible mark on entertainment history." The hall erupted into chaos. Questions flew. Cameras surged forward. Reporters demanded clarifications. Online, fans flooded Twitter with disbelief and heartbreak. Pleaded for them to reconsider. Others praised their courage. But all agreed, this was a shock that would be remembered forever. Behind the scenes, sources revealed that Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin had agonized over the decision for months. They had weighed their careers, their fans, and their love for the craft against their desire for peace, stability, and family. In the end, chose each other over everything else. It was a decision that shattered norms, defied expectations, and broke the mold of an industry that thrived on constant visibility. The reaction was overwhelming. Tags like "Thank you Hyun Bin, Son Ye-jin forever," an unprecedented decision trended worldwide. Fans created tribute videos, revisiting every iconic scene, every interview, every smile the couple had shared with the world. News anchors spoke of the announcement as if it were a national event. Commentators praised their bravery, calling it the most shocking and yet most human decision in the history of K-entertainment. In the days that followed, the couple finally appeared in public together. Dressed simply, holding hands. They faced the cameras with calm, steady eyes. "We are grateful for everything," Hyun Bin said quietly. "But now, we want to live not as stars, but as a family," Sun Yijin added, her voice trembling. "Please understand us, please support us. Always carry your love in our hearts." With that, they bowed deeply, tears glistening in their eyes. The world wept with them. The moment transcended scandal or gossip. It became something purer, something deeply human. They were stunned, but also moved. For the first time, perhaps, they saw their idols not as untouchable figures, but as people who longed for peace, love, and privacy. And so the announcement closed. With a scandal, but with a legacy. Hyun Bin and Sun Yijin had written history. With a performance, but with a choice. They showed that love could be stronger than fame. That family could be greater than the stage. And that sometimes the most shocking revelations are not the ones that destroy, but the ones that liberate. Frenzy may fade, the headlines may be replaced. Memory of this moment will endure. Because in the end, the world will remember not just the shock of the announcement, but the courage it took to speak it aloud. Hyun Bin and Sun Yijin gave up everything the world thought mattered most, and in doing so, they reminded us what truly matters: love, truth, and the life they choose to live together. In the end, what was revealed about Hyun Bin and Sun Yijin was not just shocking because it had never happened before, but because it was raw and deeply real. The announcement marked more than a turning point in their careers. It was a moment that rewrote the narrative of celebrity itself. The peak of their fame. The golden couple chose love over legacy, family over fame, truth over illusion. History will remember this day as the moment when two stars reminded the world that behind the flawless images and dazzling red carpets are hearts that beat, that ache, that long for peace. Shock will fade, but the courage they showed will continue to inspire for years to come. As the lights dim on the public stage, one truth remains clear: Hyun Bin and Sun Yijin may step away from the spotlight, but they will forever shine in the hearts of their fans. To every reader who joined us in reliving this historic moment, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. At Red Carpet Revealed, we believe stories like these go beyond headlines. They carry the weight of emotion, the spark of humanity, and the power to remind us what truly matters. Your curiosity, your passion, and your trust are what make our journey meaningful. Thank you for staying with us through every shock, every revelation, every truth. Together, we will continue to uncover the hidden stories behind the brightest stars. From us to you, our deepest gratitude.